The thing you can't underestimate either, and maybe it's different with this Brad Tree Living regime firmly underway, is like the pushback from up top. Like if Shanny says, I want the core four back, they're coming back. Like I don't care who you are. You could be Jim Rutherford, Doug Armstrong. It does not matter. If Shanny, who's the head honcho there, wants them back, you bring them back, and suddenly you're running things back yet again, right? We've talked about this too. Like it's lunacy, it's chaos, it's ridiculous. Like any other adjective to describe how dumb, how stupid that type of decision would be. Here we are entering July 1, and you look at this Leafs roster, and again, you got to be careful. It's still early in the offseason, but they haven't done anything, absolutely anything. They brought back Kampf, they brought back Holmberg, but it's the same team.
Oh, it really is. I don't know, like Shanny's not dumb, right? He watches a lot of hockey, and you want maybe by like say you're the president of the team and you watch every bloody practice and you're in the room talking to guys
You
like
got to know, right?
your outlook's gonna be biased. It's going to be different than ours, different than anyone who just sits and watches the team from afar and analyzes it and stuff. And you got to wonder, like, does he have it in him to do something big if something comes along? And again, I'm talking about Shanny because, like you just said, he's going to okay everything. And I mean, when we were going through this conversation of GMs, I wondered why not just make him the bloody GM? Like, he obviously
Everything.
doesn't want to do the job, I wouldn't say, or he could have just stepped up and say, I want to do the GM role,
Yeah.
but he's happy with being the honcho and the brass, where honestly it's less work. I wonder, is he going to allow something big to happen if it even comes across? Like, has he had a talk with True Living already saying this is not going to happen? Like, we're not looking for X, and that means don't blow up the core four. And then that's even more handcuff, and that's even more narrow ability to do anything of value to more for Tree Living. I just wonder about it, and like wonder where Shanny's mind is at. Like, is he in love with this team? Does he agree or think that it needs to be changed somewhat drastically? Does he just understand that we need to get better, but it's almost impossible because making huge deals is tough, and we're not really able to offer a whole lot to other teams? I don't know, but it's interesting to see. And I just really think that True Living's got a tough task to make this roster a lot better by tomorrow.
And that's the thing too, is like Brendan Shanahan never has to talk to the media, man. We just never know
Never.
what he's thinking. We never know what he's going to do. It's just, to me, it's really, really fascinating, right? I just want to know the objective. I want to know the strategy. I want to know the game plan. I know there's so many moving parts, but like ultimately, we have no clue if, from the top down, they're saying by any means necessary, you bring back Matthews, you bring back Nylander. And that's why the negotiations will be so fascinating to see one way or another, whatever way it happens, when it comes to Matthews, when it comes to Nylander and others, negotiations, how do they go when it comes to Brad Tree Living when you compare them to Kyle Dubas?